Alright, it's time to rank another soundtrack, and this week I'm going to be doing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the NES. Now, normally I like to do the stage themes, and there is really only one stage song in the game. That's the fight theme. And other than that, there's really only two other songs that I could put into this ranking of songs that are in long form, and that would be the intro theme and the jogging theme. Other than that, that's pretty much it. 3 songs isn't enough to really rank, so I've decided to do something a little different, and rank the walk-up tunes, the little 4 or 5 second jingles that you hear when a fighter walks up to the center of the ring for their fight or during their intro. There's not a lot to talk about with these songs, so it'll just be, fairly bite-sized breakdowns, I guess, but there are 7 of these songs to rank, so I'm going to go with that for this particular game. Also, a great deal of these songs are public domain pieces of music, and there's some originals, so it's a bit of a mishmash as far as compositions go, but I'm ranking the specific versions that are in this game rather than the more iconic and recognizable versions that you hear outside of the game. Anyway, I'll preface this like I normally do by saying that this list is just strictly my opinion. If you agree, disagree, and you want to let it be known, feel free to leave that in the comments. I encourage discussion and debate. So without any further ado, let's get on with the list. Number 7, King Hippo. Listening to this tune in its ripped format is weird to me, because I've always associated King Hippo's mouth opening noises, which I assume are him yelling something, as part of the song. Listening without it and letting the song play out is like listening to something else entirely. Number 6, The Default. Didn't know what else to call this one. Everybody uses this in rounds 2 and 3, except for Great Tiger, who uses it in only round 1, and a lot of guys use it in all 3 rounds. So yeah, this will just call The Default. Even by the standards of this list, this is a pretty quick piece with not a lot to say about it, other than the fact that it's the most remembered walk-up song on the game. For no other reason than you hear it the most by far. Short, sweet, and does the trick. Number 5, Piston Honda, which is the traditional Japanese tune Sakura Sakura. I like how this is the theme used in the first title bout that you encounter. There's this tone to it that's low-key intimidating, like it doesn't have a boss music type of danger tone in the same way that maybe Von Kaiser's song has, but you get the sense that you're definitely in for a tougher fight than you've had so far, and rightfully so. Maybe Piston Honda's size in comparison to the first 2 opponents plays a role in it too, but whatever it is, it works. Number 4, Don Flamenco. His intro is Les Toreadors from the opera Carmen. When this piece is performed in an orchestral arrangement, which is what you hear 99 times out of 100, I don't know if I'd say that that's the best choice for flamenco dancing, but this particular NES version, being a stripped-down arrangement with the stabby notes, does fit the mold a lot better, at least in this context. It's often used in montages or scenes with quick cuts and chaos going on, so it doubles as a nice choice for a boxing game soundtrack, combining the chaotic nature of the sport while still maintaining class that flamenco at least presents himself with. Number 3, Soda Popinski. This version of the Russian sea shanty, the Song of the Volga Boatman, might be the catchiest of all the intros. Even Popinski himself can't help but shake his moneymaker when this thing plays. It has a nice full arrangement and probably has the best bass line in the soundtrack. It's very smoothly doing its own thing while allowing the lead to take the, lead. Number 2, Glass Joe. This is my favorite rendition of France's national anthem, and it's entirely due to the drums. No disrespect or anything, it's a fine anthem, but it's pretty droney and just plods along, and the drums of this 8-bit version gives it an energy boost and changes up the rhythm of it entirely with all the quirky rolls. There's more variety in this rendition because of that, and it lasts less than 10 seconds. I wouldn't be shocked to learn that this had already been done prior to this version, but as it stands, this is my favorite version of the anthem. And number 1, Von Kaiser. This one is Ride of the Valkyries. Valkyries, you dumb fuck. And it is definitely the best pre-fight hype song of the bunch. Some of these other songs make you want to dance, bob your head, or snap your fingers. This one makes you want to punch someone in the fucking face, repeatedly. It's perfect. The tone actually gives it a more menacing sound than the traditional performances, which sound more triumphant, which does make it a bit oddly placed in the spot where Super Macho Man shakes his tits. So that's it for the list. Here's a quick recap. Number 7, King Hippo. Number 6, Default. Number 5, Piston Honda. Number 4, Don Flamenco. Number 3, Soda Popinski. Number 2, Glass Joe. And number 1, Von Kaiser. So that's it for the list. What did you think? What did you agree, disagree with? How would you rank these 7 walk-up songs or intro, character intros, whatever? Feel free to leave all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.